I live for impact. Our vision is that, like any other startup, we also want to become a unicorn, but with my own metrics of impacting a billion lives. The day I will impact a billion lives, I would declare my startup as a unicorn. Not the day in which I will attain a billion dollar
Yeah.
valuation. No. So this is my vision. So I live for impact.
Welcome back. I'm Neil Patel. Today we're exploring how to solve massive global problems by looking right in your own backyard. My guest is Nikky Kumar Jha, co-founder of Saptkrishi and mastermind behind the fridge killer. Nikky's first prototype short-circuited in 30 minutes. But now his portable 20-watt storage unit is cutting local food waste by 40% and boosting farmers' incomes by up to 70%. We discuss the messy reality of grassroots innovation, why he turned down a massive deal on Shark Tank India, and his mission to impact 10 million lives. And finally, he shares an amazing story of a visually impaired woman who used his device to boost her profit so much she built her own home. So please enjoy the show. Thank you. Hi, Nikky. Thank you for coming on the Indian Startup Show today.
Thank you for inviting me, Neil. It's an absolute pleasure for me to come on this show.
Please tell everyone what you're building.
I am Nikky and co-founder of Saptkrishi. At Saptkrishi, we are solving the problem of daily loss of income for small marginal farmers, street hawkers. Sabji Koti is one of its kind storage that doesn't require refrigeration, no chemical, no preservative, still able to extend the shelf life of fruits and vegetables 3 to 5 times just by using 20 watt of power. We have deployed more than 4,000 of these units of our storage units to small marginal farmers and street hawkers.
How long have you been doing this? Can you share some stats, please?
We sold our first product in 2023. I was born in a very small village. Fortunately, I'm the first engineer from my village. When I was doing my masters, in masters you do dissertation.
Yeah.
I was passionate about this dissertation. I will solve a world problem. Yeah, I'll solve the problem of poverty. I will solve the problem of global warming and so on. I went to my professor to have the thesis of my dissertation. What should be the topic of the dissertation? And I was very fascinated. Ki, sir, can I solve the problem of this? And I was talking about a lot more hypothetical ideas and all. My professor was smiling, and he gave me a life lesson. So he told me, look, Nikky, literally nobody is expecting that a boy named Nikky will come and solve a world problem. If you look at your village, if you look at your problem, your community has seen you growing. Community, you are the first engineer of your community, not the world, but your community is definitely looking at you. Why don't you return to your community, your village, and try to solve their problem, whether it's a small problem, try to solve their problem, and you can finish your dissertation. I promise you to give you a full marks if you come up with a genuine village or community problem and you solve it. And believe me, Neil, that transformed me.
Please tell me you got full marks for this.
Yes, I took a 15-day leave from my professor and I returned to my village. I was coming to village earlier as well. Born there, I was brought up there. My primary education was from village. But this time I had a very different lens. I was looking my village from a very different lens. I was looking to what are the problem my people, my community is facing. And the biggest problem what they were facing was daily income loss due to wastage of fruits and vegetables because coast of river Ganga or Ganges, and it has a very fertile soil. So there's a lots of fruits and vegetables that are getting cultivated. More production of fruits and vegetables doesn't necessarily means that there will be more income because anyway 40% of the fruit and vegetable is going to get wasted.
Let's go back to the start then, day one. What did the first prototype look like?
Oh, first prototype was hilarious, Neil, hilarious. The first prototype was made up of some cloth, some thermocol, some gluing the things, some circuits, messed up circuits. It just worked for 30 minutes.
So these hawkers, they must have been like suspicious. How did you overcome that?
Each time I was going to interview them, they look at very suspiciously, because those people are not reluctant to technological changes.
True. Yeah.
And
True. Yeah. Yeah.
sometime the question was not that obvious. Time the question was harsh. Usually there was lot of women who is into the business of fruits and vegetables. So there was absolute chaos, I would say, an
Yeah.
absolute chaos while interviewing the village woman. They are not that socially mingable, I
Mm,
would say. There
mm.
was an absolute chaos, but however, I tried to take out all those information that was needed to build my prototype.
So you must have had some like assumptions though, and then when you spoke to
Yes,
the hawkers, it was completely wrong.
believe me, all my assumptions was wrong.
Okay.
All, not a
And let's
single
see.
assumption was.
Okay. This is the engineer guy. Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I was looking at a utopian world, man. Come on. And there's nothing called utopian world. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Basic assumption, and it was not. It was there was some very basic assumption, and
Mm,
anybody, not me, anybody who's an entrepreneur who wants to build a product, I was assuming that there will be a 220-volt
mm,
supply in my
yeah.
village.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have seen that as well.
you know there was electricity, but the quality of electricity was so bad that instead
Ah.
of 220-volt, the supply was 110-volt. None of your circuits, nothing works on 110-volt. What the village people was doing, they was taking up two-phase and they
Mm,
combine it and make 220-volt, and then they run the appliances. These were the assumptions which was, I would say, I'm not getting that were destroyed. My assumptions was
mm,
destroyed.
mm, mm.
So,
So in in,
but
ter- in, ter- in terms of the credibility, then, because you're starting this from scratch, you don't
yes.
have a track record. How do you come up with a credibility?
So what
Yeah.
I did very interestingly is that I somehow convinced the we call village representative, or the local, very local, elected, we call it village pradhan.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I convinced somehow village representative. I want
Mm,
to build this too, and few progressive farmers, because now the education level is rising up in the village as well. There were
mm.
some farmer sons who were of my
Ah.
age. I acted very smartly. So I thought, ki, see, if I am going to convince a 70 or 60-year-old farmer, that's not going to work for me,
Mhm.
right? Whom I can convince? So there was only one answer. Youth of my age, I can convince, yes. And to mobilize all of them, I convinced a village representative. And believe me, these two factors worked for me. So the youth was ready to give a try. And since the village representative was saying, ki, okay, let's try it. And if something
Mm,
bad happens, I am here to pay you back.
mm, mm, mm,
Let this guy experiment.
mm.
So that was the changing point.
Did you actually fall in love with the problem then?
Oh,
Because a lot,
being an
lot, lot, lot of founders, they fall in love with the product rather than the problem.
yes.
It seems that you fell in love with the problem. Is that
you
right? I
know
don't
you
know.
know I married the problem. I married it, and still I am 5 years, I would say,
Mm,
into this entrepreneurial journey.
yeah.
What observation I have made is that I have seen startup having a wonderful product. They build a whatnot product. Engineer or entrepreneur build a
Mm,
whatnot product, and nobody can imagine that this product won't work out. But those are the wonderful product looking for a genuine problem to solve. So my approach is completely different. I
mm,
first find a genuine problem and make a workable or MVP product that specifically solve that problem. And then, I keep on adding on, aesthetically improving on color and all, everything then.
yeah.
And then this message I give to young entrepreneur as well. Love the problem and marry to problem. Don't love the
Mm.
product.
Yeah.
Idea has no value if it is not solving a genuine problem and if it is not executed well. Only thing which I says to young entrepreneur or coming up entrepreneur.
To summarize this bit of the show, then, if you were to give advice to our listeners, or in terms of customer discovery, what are the sort of the do's and don'ts?
Okay.
Based on your experience.
Oh, there are. I can help people with don'ts. Because
Mm.
every entrepreneurial journey is a personal journey, I would say. But so there will be a lot of do's into it. They had to experiment, they had to build multiple prototypes. But what I would say is that they should take a formal journey. What this formal journey means is that while building Saptkrishi or Saptkrishi, I chosen a formal route of design thinking. I studied the design thinking. I did an empathy study first. First, I didn't just jump onto the product.
Yeah.
If I could have jumped on the product, I could have also ended making something that is already there, like
Yeah. True.
refrigeration or
Mm.
right. So what I did is that I did a complete empathy study, which which led me to make a disruptive, which made me to me to make a disruptive innovation.
Yeah.
Those is that follow a formal approach, whether you are following a lean methodology or design thinking, or you are taking an agile approach, whatever it is,
Mm.
follow it.
Yeah.
Follow it to its core, follow it, and that will take you out. One. Second
Mm.
thing is work properly on your BMC, business model canvas. Those formats are not just format, because lot of I have encountered lot many entrepreneurs who doesn't want to work on their business model canvas, and they think that they are a seasoned entrepreneur, they don't need that canvas. Every now and then I go to the whiteboard, sketchboard, and go to my business model canvas, and because that canvas gives you the entire entire thing, entire execution, entire branding at one page. These two are the strict do's, apart from experimenting, apart from prototyping, apart from validating, certification, managing funds. These all things are there. But don'ts, which I would very specifically wants to convey to my fellow entrepreneur, is that there are some strict don't which you shouldn't do. While don't rush to launch the product. First,
Mm.
test your product, test your prototype to n number of people, to
Mm.
pilot, do the pilot, and once there is a bad mouthing, that is going to destroy your product. Second thing is that make a service network, building a hardware product, so sell in strictly into those geographies in which you are able to give service. And if you're building software product, first make your customer service ready, then only launch it.
So you've been doing this for between sort of 5 years. Then, looking back, how would you summarize this journey so far?
So each time I learned with each customer, and each customer, and you're not here to please each and every customer, because
Mm.
you don't, some customer comes with some suggestions, other comes with other suggestions. So if you are keep, so you have to believe in your product. Overall, you have to believe in the problem. If you are
Mm.
believing in your problem and then in your product, pivoting is required, but don't do pivot very often. If you had an assumption, properly validate that assumption. And looking forward, it's a fantastic journey. Looking back, forward, I would say looking back and looking forward both. It's a fantastic journey full of learning. I would say
Mm.
I won't have learned this much in any other profession in the world. Either if I could have worked in rocket science division of Tesla, I won't have learned to the extent which I am learning in my entrepreneurship journey. Line says,
Yeah.
because being a founder, you are the sweeper, you are the janitor, you had to pitch very next day. You had to attend a party with ministers and prime ministers sometime. And second day, you had to be a janitor at your office as well. If you are ready to experience this kind of crust and throw, you are welcome to the world of entrepreneurship, my friend. If not, I would just say,
Yeah.
don't step in.
You mentioned pitching. You were on Shark Tank as well.
Yes.
Take us behind the scenes of that then. Did they come to you? Did you go on them? What was the experience like generally? Because the thing is, it's in Hindi. I don't speak Hindi. I don't understand it. So,
Yeah.
um,
So I would just tell you a bit about the Shark Tank experience.
yeah, please.
So yeah, so I was invited for the Shark Tank show.
Mm.
I was invited. I went into their very first edition of the show when it got launched in India. So
Oh,
at that point of time, that was not that famous. Now it's a very famous show, and thanks to Shark Tank India, that now people have started recognizing entrepreneur. Founders are trending. Trending founders are trending higher than any other profession on the matrimonial sites now in India. That's a
little tip, little dating tip there.
yeah. So that's a great change that has happened. And recently got a report that you probably know IS UPSC IS because
He
that's
used to be doctor. He used to be a doctor and engineer. Now it's entrepreneur on matrimonial sites. Yeah.
but now it's a founder. And thanks to that Shark Tank has made entrepreneur a hero now in India. A bit about my experience in Shark Tank. I live for impact. I would love to tell you the vision of our startup in just 30 seconds. And then
Mm.
I will tell you the Shark Tank. Our vision is that, like any other startup, we also want to become a unicorn, but with my own metrics of impacting a billion life. The day I will impact a billion life, I would declare my startup as a unicorn, not the day in which I will attain a $1 billion
Yeah.
valuation. No. So this is my vision. So I live for impact, for creating impact, because I have made solution that is for small marginal farmers, street hawkers, and it's a very high technological advancement solution, but to the decentralized community. At the Shark Tank, they were impressed by the idea and they offered me funding as well. But the guy who offered me the funding, our vision doesn't match it there. I
Uh,
want I am here to create an impact. So our vision doesn't match.
what was his vision then?
He was more into helping the third party
Mm.
despite small marginal farmers and street hawkers. And I
Okay.
was firm that I am going to support small marginal farmer and street hawker only. Although they all loved the product, then
Yeah.
he told me that the founders at the Shark Tank told me that he's going to offered me the fund at my valuation at my but I has to change the product in a way that it is more suitable to third party vendors
Uh,
who collects the fruits and vegetables from the small marginal farmers. But I was there key since a small marginal farmer is facing the problem. They grows, but they had if I am strengthen the middleman, then a small
mm.
farmer, marginal farmer or street hawkers will be crushed more. I refused the investment on air. I am the
Yeah.
few of the founders who refused the investment on air. They didn't took the investment, but my show got aired. I got lot of love from the people, and I somehow communicated my vision. I am not here for money.
Mm.
If I could have here for money in my entrepreneurship journey, I could have
Mm.
easily taken that Shark Tank fund. Since I'm an engineer, I can always pivot the idea, but I didn't did that. Just refused the investment on air,
Mm.
returned empty-handed. But my passion was still there, and somehow
Mm.
today I got a success, and now we
Mm.
are scaling the product now.
Why did you take the money? Take the money.
Now there are a lot other people who says take the money, but I only says that if this money I can invest for impact, you are welcome.
Mm.
Else I'll take my own path.
Take your own path, 100%. Yeah. Let's talk about farming then. Is it
Yeah.
in a good shape or bad shape?
See, it is in the mixed shape. I won't say it's in a very good shape, or I won't say
Mm.
it's in a bad shape. The scenario is changing now because
Mm.
whosoever is a farmer, the farmer's sons are now not trying to become the farmer. But you will be surprised to know, in a very contrast situation, lot of people who are into the city want to return back village to become a farmer.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay, and the village people who are farmers wants to come to the city.
Okay.
So it's just exchanging the hands now. So and that's good as well. because
Mm.
once the city people is moving towards the farming, they are trying new equipment, new way of
Mm.
doing farming, new technologies. This is the perfect time for startups to build solution in agriculture domain, because lot of educated people, lot of
Mm.
people with wisdom, I would say,
Mm.
is trying to move towards farming, because they
Mm.
are fed up with the glossy city concrete jungle type of setup, traffic pollution, and now they want to go to village for mental
Mm.
peace, good health. And the people who are having the mental peace, good health, the farmers, they want to come to city to experience pollution, population, traffic. So that's why it's in a mixed.
Let's say that you're in charge of Indian farming, Indian agriculture, like tomorrow.
Wow.
What would you change then?
I would
I know, I
abolish
know, I know, I know it's quite a big question, but
yeah,
try
it's a
and
very
sort of
big
break it down.
question.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
very big. The very first thing what I would, if I'm the head of, like, if I first thing what I would work upon is agri processing, because
Mm.
that's one thing that is coming up big, because we produce a lot, but at what cost? I would be making policies which will promote towards less use of pesticide, less use of fertilizers, so that human health, and not only the human health. Why human health? This earth belongs to every single species it has, and we as a human has no right to destroy other species home or their living
Yeah.
conditions. By using pesticide, by using this, we are contaminating our land, air, soil, everything. And
Mm-hmm.
the agri waste is one of the largest polluter and one of the largest contributor of greenhouse gas. I would be making policies in a way that these all things can be tackled out. Supply chain can be robust. More focus can
Mm-hmm.
be given on agri processing, because right
Mm-hmm.
now still there is more focus on more productivity. But you
Mm-hmm.
don't need more productivity. Whatever you have produced, you had to keep it safe,
Yeah, that's
or
true.
you had to transform it into some other product that has a better shelf life. Perishability needs to be reduced. I'll give you an example, Neil. Just to
Yeah.
cultivate one of the brinjal, probably you will be knowing brinjal or okra, you need
Yeah. Okay.
25
Yeah.
liter of water.
Wow.
I'm not talking about 1 kg. Just to cultivate one okra, you need 20 to 25 liter of water. Or let me give you a perspective. Just to cultivate 1 kg of rice, was 1 kg of paddy, you need
Mm.
10,000 liter of water. 10,000 liter. Can you imagine the if a farmer grows something? Can you imagine the amount of natural resource, the amount of human power they are investing? If
Mm.
those are wasted, it means thousands of billions of liter of water, thousands of hours of manpower. Apart from the economical loss, what they have is also wasted. I would make policy in a way that production is good, but saving that production, and also not only saving the production but changing it into something else, something more valuable, so that I can make every farmer an entrepreneur.
Let's talk about the team then. Obviously, not doing it on your own. It takes a team to build something like this. How big is the team?
Today, Neil, we are three co-founders. I'm very, very thankful to all my co-founders who believed in me, who believed in my passion, and they joined me. Starting from a solo founder to three co-founder, now we have a factory. We have a
Oh,
entire factory operating on, and there we make sabji koti for home. To so I would say that we make a storage of the capacity from 30 kg to 3,000 kg. So 30
right.
kg is the home model. Then we make a model for sops, that's 200 kg. Then we make a model for small marginal farmers, that's 300 kg. Then we make a model for street vendors, that's 350 kg. And then we make a model for
Yeah.
like a medium sized farmer, that is 3,000 kg. And we have a fully operative factory. And now that factory has 23 people who directly reports me. There
Wow.
are more part time, there are more daily workers, daily wagers. And
Mm.
one very interesting thing which we did, Neil. Formerly, my factory was in the Delhi NCR region.
Mm.
I shifted my factory to my village,
Okay.
and 6 months it was. I was like repenting on my decision, because once you shift a factory, you have to shift a lot of things. First,
Mm.
manpower. How you will get a trained manpower? That was the biggest thing. We did a
Mm.
training. We did a massive training of the manpower, then vendor identification. Who
Yeah.
that and in a village setup, you don't have a lot of people, with sophisticated instrument, with sophisticated machining facilities. But however, we have succeeded in making an ecosystem around my factory. And
Hmm.
believe me, my village was known for migration, like migrating from one place to another place in search of
Yeah,
jobs.
that's true. Yeah,
All
true.
those 23 peoples are from my village itself, and
Okay.
we are providing a dignified job in our
Mm.
factory to those village people, and I have stopped migration from my village. One thing. The
Hmm.
second impact was that all the third party vendors, like some of them are cutting metal sheet for us. Some of them are doing welding. Some of them are doing some electronics. Some of them are stitching our subji coatis fabric box for us. So
Yeah.
we have strengthened the entire, local ecosystem. And I
Mm.
have the videos of people, of those vendors, saying that previously they were sitting idle, waiting for
Mm.
$1 a day to come to them. Now they have the work that they are now employing more people to finish my work. So
Hmm.
now
Makes sense.
an entire ecosystem has grown in my village,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I'm very
Well, yeah, go on. How does that make you feel then?
and that has made me hero in my village now.
Mm.
Each time I walk on road proudly, everybody greets me. Everybody is like, and now I have become the role model for the village kids.
Mm. That's good.
Yeah, and that made me feel proud.
Mm.
It's very easy to become hero in someone other's eye, and let me tell you, it's very tough to become a hero in your own person's eye.
Let's take off the engineer hat then and put on the management hat. What is your management style like then? Obviously, you're managing these people now. You're the
So I
hirer
again
and firer, as it were. So go on. Has it changed over the last 5 years?
I would say I don't fire people.
Okay.
So yeah, I the only one thing which I tell my
You're
people is
you're
that,
to be a great boss then.
the only one thing which I tell to my people is that, see, you are working with me, you had all the right to leave me,
Yeah.
but leave me to only one. I would be happy, more than happy, if you leave me and become an entrepreneur.
Mm.
If you are around me, please be an entrepreneur, then leave me. I
Yeah.
would be more than happy to introduce you to my system, to my ecosystem, to the investor, to the funder, to the impact funder, all those things. And even I would be investing in you. This pitch stick to them.
Have people left then? Have people left then?
No, I think, like, our first employee is still with us,
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
and that defines our work culture and everything. That
Yeah.
our first employee is with us.
As a vice chair for IEEE Global, what role do you see technologists playing in startups? How can first time founders better bridge the gap between academic research and commercial innovation?
IEEE is a fantastic platform where academia, where startup, academia, students,
Yeah.
professors, l- college labs, all comes together on a single platform.
Hmm.
You know, if you need something disruptive research, where you go? You go to the academy. You go to an academic institute, right? Because that's where people take you forward, look to you, that this research can be translated to the real world as well. But
Mm.
coming to very specifics only, how I have leveraged the IEEE global platform is that we got a lot of networking and collaborative opportunity. And
Hmm.
in today's world, your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
The people you are networking, lot of things, which was looking to me like a bunch of, or a pool of problems, that just
Mm.
got settled out because I was a part of IEEE. I was a part of IEEE Global CS community, IEEE CS Global, and today I am heading the IEEE CS Global Special Projects, in which there is a global incubation center. So
Oh.
I am leading that global incubation center. So
Mm.
it's my dream to make more such entrepreneur like me
Yeah.
who had an audacity, who has an audacity to become a social entrepreneur, who has an
Mm.
audacity to solve the problem of half of the population of this earth who doesn't have enough to eat for 2 evenings, doesn't earn even $1 every day, who has to fight every day for their survival. So I am making a pool of entrepreneur who is solving their problem through IEEE Global CS, Global Incubation Center. I'm thankful to my friend Sivam, who has already, who brought me into IEEE ecosystem. I'm very thankful to him. He is heading that special project in IEEE in
Mm.
CS, and every people who mentor you, who advisor you,
Mm.
needs, like, at least what I can say is a great thank you to them. So
Mhm.
today I am leading that. I want to make a change, and I want to create a pool of entrepreneurs through IEEE, and that has changed me a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. IEEE is definitely leading the way in innovation. In terms of emerging technologies, then obviously AI is taking over the world.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on AI, and do you use AI in your day-to-day business, and how?
Neil, I have a very, what did you say, very different perspective on AI. So what I want AI to do is that, I want AI to clean my utensil. I want AI to make my bed proper. I want AI to do all that stuff which I don't want to do, so that I can get the time to do the creative things,
Yeah.
so that I can get time to write poetry, so that I can get time to innovate more, and so that I can get time to innovate more for the people who who has the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So today I am using AI in my thing, but I consider AI as an augmenting tool. So today AI is required. It's
Mm.
very much required, but it should be treated as an augmenting tool, not the only tool that without AI nothing is going to happen. No, that's not the case. But definitely
Mm.
AI is making things very easy. It has made things very easy for us, but
Mm.
judiciously use and accountable use of AI should be promoted.
Mm. Okay. Seems that people using AI for the creative stuff,
Exactly. You know,
and they stop thinking, basically.
exactly. So let your creative. So human is the only till now. Human is the only species who has this lot creative or cognitive development which we have. Let's our cognition work more than the AI. That's what I would
Mm-hmm.
say. But
Yeah.
AI is you should definitely use AI into your technological journey, and we are also doing the same. We are using
Mm-hmm.
AI to predict the outer condition, and we are making inner condition of our storage as per the outer condition, and we are making self-adaptive storage. So
Ah.
we have also integrated AI into our
Mm.
solution, but it's not like if there is no AI, then our storage will not work. It will work, but
Mm.
to obtain a more optimum condition, we have used AI.
Okay, last few questions then. I always ask people how they met the co-founder, but your sister is your co-founder, is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. And how does that relationship work then?
Oh, I would say that always have your family members as the co-founder, because I
Yeah.
have seen lot of startup who just which has a great product, great problem to solve, just
Uh,
collapsed because of co-founder dispute. I have, like, numerous example in front of me, and
mm.
being taking co-founder from the family members, give a full stop to these dispute, give a full stop if your family member has a complementing skills. So
Mm.
what you have to look into your co-founder, a complementing skill, right?
Yeah.
Trust, complementing skill, and trust. Right? If you have that too into your family members, why not to have the family members as a co-founder? And I'm experiencing and I'm loving more. And my recently my brother joined me as a co-founder, and
Mm-hmm.
he has a great complementing skills in terms of sales.
Mm.
My sister
That's
has a
good.
great complementing skills in terms of science. She's a biotechnologist. I need people. So why not?
Mm. Yeah, that's good. Keep it in the family. What will this product look like in 10 years' time then?
Oh my God, I don't know how it is going to evolve in 10-year period of time. But what
Mm.
I know definitely, Neil, is that in 10 year of time, I'm going to impact more than 10 million people.
Wow.
That's what I know. And it's not only, it's not about the product. Product is one way. It's it's it's
Mm.
it's uh it's uh it's just a one way to impact people. I'm coming up with few more products. So recently I'm launching a product called Asray.
Okay.
So Asray, so I will just explain you in a minute what
Yeah,
this
please.
Asray is. So my if you come to my place in Bhagalpur, Bihar, so we had an
Mm.
extreme problem of flood,
Oh,
extreme disaster, like that's a disaster.
yeah.
When floods comes, it washes away the house, it washes away the our house. Some time back, my grandfather used to tell the story that our house was washed away entirely in the flood, and they had to live into an absolute poverty.
Oh dear.
The father told me the story that he has to give exam by wearing a torn shirt
Mm.
because our home was washed away. So what I did is that I had designed an affordable house
Oh,
that can be assembled in 15 minutes with no tools, without requiring any tools. And the house is designed in a way that it will be 10-degree cooler in summer and 5-degree to 10-degree hotter in winter.
okay. Wow.
And it's a very affordable house.
Mm-hmm.
You can take it wherever you want. It has every single facility of solar, air cooler, everything there, and
Yeah.
can be used for people who don't have house, can be used for disaster management, can
Yeah.
be, yeah. So so it's not only about one product need.
Mm.
So it's a for me it's not product, but for me it's more impact,
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
changing
Yeah,
people's lives.
definitely. Yeah. What excites you most about what you're doing right now then?
Oh my God, this I have to answer you. Like, one day, let me tell you a very, heart touching story. One day, I got a call from South India, and very, because the language was very different, but
Mm.
she somehow managed to speak in English. That she has 3,000 rupees, and she want a sabji koti. The price of sabji koti was 15,000, 5 times more than the. But she was a visually impaired lady and completely homeless.
Oh.
She doesn't have a home. She was living under a tree. So that left me speechless. I took a flight, went there, went to her place. I just
Mm.
took, if I remember, I just took 100 or 200 rupees so that she had a proud ownership of the product.
Mm.
And with rest of the money, I arranged her fruits, vegetables and I arranged her a counter to sell fruits and vegetables
Mm.
by keeping it inside our storage, sabji koti.
Mm.
And
Mm.
today, in 2 years, she she is building her own house, and she has called me for inauguration.
Mm.
You know,
Wow.
each
What a great
day,
story.
each day I get a call from those small marginal farmers and street hawkers that just because of you, I am earning 300 or 400 rupees extra every single day. And
Mm.
that is exactly where I get my passion. That is
Mm.
exactly where I get my motivation. That
Mm.
is exactly where I get my enthusiasm
Mm. Mm.
to
Mm.
work upon and to work for people and to dedicate my life for like this and to impact millions and billions of people out there who is living into
Mm.
into these extreme uncertainties conditions.
In terms of advice, then, for our first-time founders, perhaps they're living in a small village in India, what's the single sort of most important thing they should be focusing on?
It's only focusing on problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty. It's not only about just not talk about India needs.
Yeah.
It's not about India. Countries are just a geographical borders, right? Let's talk even greater as a humanity. If you look at if you look at humanity, half of
Yeah.
the people is living in very miserable condition, right? Half of the population doesn't have food to eat. Like what they will eat in evening, they don't know even. So if you look at there are more social entrepreneur that is needed, and the objective should be for any entrepreneur, the objective should be that their product or their service should touch the last mile, should
Yeah.
touch to extent that can be used by people somewhere in the Africa, people somewhere in the village of Bihar, people somewhere
Mm.
in Namibia, people
Mm.
somewhere in Ghana, wherever. So it is Somalia. You know, then the humanity should thrive.
Last question, then, for people who want more information on you and what you're building, how can they get in touch with you?
So there's two. One is via LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, if you type Nikky Kumar Jha,
Yeah.
NIKKYKUMARJHA, and so you will get directly connected to me. I'm very very much active on LinkedIn. One, second,
Mm-hmm.
to see my stuff, you have two websites. Like
Yeah.
one is Saptkrishi, www.saptkrishi
Mm-hmm.
saptkrishi.com, and second is Bejor, BEJOR.in. So these two are the website on which they can have my product, they can see what I'm building. And third, I am building Asray. So I'm going to formally launch Asray. So in some IEEE event or with some IEEE people. So I'm going to launch that as well.
Nikky, thank you for coming on the show today. Absolutely amazing to have you on and share. And thank you for sharing your amazing journey so far.
Thank you. Thank you, Neil.